Good morning, everyone. It is Talk About Tuesday. Taco About Tuesday. Taco About Tuesday. That's right. We're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about here on Tuesday. Go ahead. Let's load up the questions. Good morning, Keaton. Always available and on time. First in, first, last to leave. David, let's go ahead and post David at dmeltzer.com so people know where to reach me if they want an ebook, audiobook, or a signed copy of my book. I'll pay for everything. I'll send it to you, ship it to you right there. Looking good. We'll pin that up there. Go ahead, reach out. Jeff, good to see you. Mikey, LFG, always there. Facebook in the house. Good morning, Keaton. Talk About Tuesdays. Colleen, good to see you. All right, the questions are already coming in. Amazing. Let's jump right to it. I heard you say the cobbler's kids have no shoes. What does that mean? It's especially apparent in my life through coaching and speaking that the cobbler's kids have no shoes, that so many times we need to do as we say, not say as we do. And we are stuck in giving tremendous advice to other people and afterwards asking ourselves, wow, that's a good idea, or that's great advice. I should really do that. And so I feel the hypocrisy of the cobbler's kids has no shoes, that, the cobbler's putting shoes on everybody else except for their own kids. I'm giving advice to everyone else except for myself, or maybe even my own kids, making sure that I'm passing on, the 4 values of gratitude, forgiveness, accountability, and inspiration, that I am utilizing the 5 daily practices as well as empowering others to utilize, asking themselves, what do I want? Who can help me and who can I help? How can I get this done? What should I be doing now? And then applying our why. Know your what, your who, your how, your now, and apply your why. You can reach out to me. I'll give you those 5 daily practices along with my book, David at dmeltzer.com. Just reach out to me, join me. All right, well, the questions are just piling in here. That's amazing. Amazing. Thank you. Terrific Tuesdays. Talk About Tuesdays. Poseidon, good to see you. What was the best lesson from your private coaching group this morning? It is about applying your why. The best lesson that I taught was that there is love in everything. And the way that I know that is people love everyone. Some people love everyone, some people don't. Some people love every food, some people don't. Some people love certain things and other people don't. But in order for there to be someone to love something, that must have love in it. Therefore, that we, when we apply our why, make a critical decision on how much time, emotion, effort, money we're going to spend to find that love in something. We utilize the great chain of feeding to, where it's easy, where something feeds us, sometimes naturally, we're going to feed it or love it. But where do we draw the line in the variant degrees of allowing something to fall away, where we're not going to give the effort to find the love, light, and lessons? For example, for me in sales, it's closed-mindedness, right? I'm not going to give the effort to find the light, the love, and the lessons in someone that has a closed mind, because I have too many connections with people that have open minds, and I can ask those 2 critical questions when I find that who has an open mind. Do you know anyone that can help me? And how can I be of service to you? Utilizing that question with an open mind, and expands and accelerates, compounds the amount of impact and empowerment that we have. So utilizing that open mind, seeking of love, light, and lessons was the lesson from today. It is there. Get this question here. What's your favorite subject to talk about? It has to be time. I talked about that today in my private group coaching, that there's 2 types of time, and Eckhart Tolle talks about, the pragmatic time, the activity time, the man-made constructive time. You get 24 hours a day of activity, period. But then there's the psychological time that bends all perspective, that allows us to spend time in the past, spend time in the future, spend time in the present. And that psychological time is your mindset, allowing us to bend time to not live within the context of this man-made constructive 24 hours of activity that you get good. So make sure we're there. I like that you look extra emotional today. Do you need sleep? I don't know what looking extra emotional looks like, but I thank you so much. And no, I pretty much sleep really, really well, but I worked out even higher. Is that Rob Deerdeck here? Rocking and rolling with all of us. So we will get on there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our baseball friends are here as well. Anyway, I am looking for, let me see here. Oh, I see. They got the wrong code there. Daybreaker. They have, she's here. Radha Agrawal, welcome here with us. We're going to talk about Daybreaker, thanks, and of course, the new wellness service, dose, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins that create joy. I think you need to upgrade your Instagram with your Daybreak IG. So my team gave me the wrong thing, but it's right there. You need to upgrade that. Let me try one more time. We'll go live with Radha Agrawal, co-founder of Daybreaker. And there we go. Got it. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me.
Of course, it's so good to be here. Nice to meet you, David.
Oh, very nice to meet you. And I'm a dose guy myself, so I assume it's dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins that
you got it.
Represents dose. And it's the first kind membership to practice joy, which, people ask me all the time what my superpower would be or what my legacy would be. And it's simple kindness. And a lot of people, I don't think, really explore kindness in its full capacity. And yet now you create the first membership of kindness, which I love. And you've had so much success with Daybreaker and thanks from Oprah on. But give me an idea of what this kindness membership is and the wellness service of Dose.
Yeah. So first of all, thanks for having me, and hello, everyone. First of all, kindness is a virtue of joy, right? So, when you think about sort of unpacking how to upgrade our human into sort of from the plane of I'm okay to the plane of joy, it takes practice. And so, I started this program called Daybreaker Plus, which is all about unlocking your dose. So teaching you how to unlock your happy neurochemicals. One of which is serotonin. Serotonin is connected to joy and connected to kindness. And when you are experiencing kindness, when you are sharing in a kind way, you are unlocking the serotonin in your brain. And so there really hasn't been a platform that exists in the world that just helps people understand that it's not just about six-pack abs, it's not just about divorcing your brain from your body, but really exploring what is joy and how to practice joy. And I think that really coming out of COVID is sort of the most important thing we can do right now in a world where we're so lonely, we're so isolated, we're so scared of one another. Yeah, to your point, the concept of kindness, the concept of the virtue of play and awe, and we have 8 virtues of joy, kindness being one of them, gratitude is another, finding flow state is another, being curious is another, being courageous.
I can hear.
And there's just so many platforms out there where you're learning how to sculpt your body, and which I think have their own merit. But we just want to give people a place where you can move into kindness, where you can move into states of curiosity, can move into states of courage. And if we can just practice joy as a daily practice, like brushing your teeth, or the way we push meditation, which is so important and beautiful. Meditation is a joy practice. If we can actually think of the lens of moving our bodies from states of trauma or anger or frustration to states of joy, that to me is such a worthwhile kind of new practice to begin exploring. And so that's sort of the short of it.
Oh, I love it. You know, it moved me into, I have 5 daily practices of knowing my what, my who, my how, my now, and applying my why. But it all, what one of the catalysts was understanding serotonin and working with Dr. Wayne Dyer. One of the most,
Yes,
I think, impactful things that he taught me was that when you give, when you share, serotonin's released
that's right.
in your brain. And those who receive what you share, serotonin is released in their brain.
That's
But the
right.
most powerful thing that led me to my mission of empowering over 1 billion people to be happy, to join your membership would be, a great way to start as well. But
Mm.
one of the things that just I never thought about it was a remarkable was anyone that witnessed the giving and receiving. Anyone that witnesses kindness, I get choked up because it's so powerful, right? It's so
Yeah.
powerful. Anybody that witnesses kindness, serotonin's released.
Uh,
So it goes, and now with social media, people ask me, Dave, you got so many things going on. Why do you get on every day, right? Hours, and share everyone's kindness, their stories, their lessons, how they have maneuvered through pain or suffering as an indicator to somewhere better, right? A turn signal in their life that it propels us, it doesn't punish us. And for me, just the idea of how many people are witnessing this conversation. And I know I just got a dose myself. I know you got a dose. I can feel it.
yeah.
But, thousands of people will watch this and get the same dose that came through me emotionally when I was just talking about the power of witnessing. And we talk about viruses and the Delta
The variant.
strand. I'm like, F that thing, because joy is the ultimate virus. It will spread
That's right.
and you don't even have to be around. You can wear your mask, don't wear your mask. You're going to catch it. You're going to get a dose of something that will have such an incredible impact on you and others that literally it's the least expensive, fastest way to change your life.
That's right. It's like, what if the entire world practiced joy? Like, what would happen? And I really think that the more we practice joy, the more we upgrade our happiness, our joy, the more we care about the environment, the less we'll want to throw stuff in the streets and pollute our planet and, and pillage from Mother Earth. I really feel like joy, to really focus on joy as the human upgrade, will also, again, not only spread human to human, but also spread human to planet, human to animal. And so it kind of, it's sort of like, this is phase one. Phase one is, how do we help every single human on the planet practice how to be more joyful? And joy practices include, we have on our platform forest bathing, so how to go for slow, beautiful walks under a canopy of trees. We do meditations in the woods and the forest. We do yoga practices, dance classes, laughter, meditation. We have all kinds of laughter. Is of course a serotonin release. Is a beautiful joy practice. We have all sorts of different sort of curated movement practices, because you can't actually express and experience kindness or joy just in your mind. You have to, of course, experience it in your body. And so I think so much, again, in the world of happiness can, again, be so stuck in our brains. And our entire goal, especially with Daybreaker being a dance movement, it's all about actually bringing all of these neurotransmitters and really moving the feeling into our body, because our body stores all the wisdom. Our body stores, all of our trauma. Our body stores the good feelings, like the tears that came up in your eyes talking about kindness. That is a felt physical experience. And the more we recognize the kind of the dance and the importance of connecting brain and body, right, that's actually where all the magic, all the joy lives. It's in this sort of connection of these two worlds.
And I love to point out, because I love to speak to the masses, coming from someone who is completely closed-minded and had to shift my own paradigm, someone who probably would have been the last person ever to sit on the Transformational Leadership Council with, Jack Canfield and John
Right.
Assaraf and Mary Morrissey and Blaine Bartlett, all the, unbelievable mind thought leaders that I surround myself with now. I love to point out that, look, this is a practice. And if I asked you to practice golf, I wouldn't expect you to go out and shoot par your first time and spend 6 hours every day practicing golf.
That's right.
This is a practice that you can start by simply, telling yourself, I'm going to smile 5 extra times a day, or I'm going to say thank you before I go to bed and when I wake up. I want to encourage everyone from an expert like you that all of the things, the programmatic things that you've evolved and enhanced and allow people that if you join the membership of kindness and you practice joy, it's just like a sport. There's the beginner team, so
That's
don't
right.
worry. And the cool thing about it is the advancement. You could, practice golf all the time and still never shoot par from now
Right.
until you're 75. I promise you, everybody out there, that if you start practicing joy, it is so much easier than golf. You are
Right.
guaranteed to shoot below par in a very short amount of time, and it's just as addictive. But instead of just making you addicted to the sport, everyone else around you will be addicted to you and to joy itself. So I want to commend you. Any last pieces of advice anywhere people should go beyond, your own at love.radha? I know we have Daybreaker. Where can people sign up for the membership?
Yeah, you can go to daybreaker.com, and you can find out more, not only about our membership that's online, but we also have an IRL, a real community. We get together once a month in 28 cities around the world, and we dance at sunrise in the most iconic locations. And so you can get us online, right, at Daybreaker, on Daybreaker Plus, and we have hundreds and hundreds of joy practice that we've filmed already. But you can also meet us on the dance floor. We throw sober dance parties. We again, want to sort of break the codependence between having fun dancing and being drunk, and having to, sort of like that all substance that you feel like you need to have fun. So our entire thing is to sort of break that codependence. So you can find us at daybreaker.com, and meet us there. And quick side, I'm also a TLC member. And I know, yeah,
I didn't know that. Well, if
yeah,
you've been so virtual, well, I will give you a big hug when we finally get to meet in
yeah, I
person.
know. No,
We
Jack's
could
got
do some
more.
daybreak breakdancing when we're together.
Honestly, where are you based, David?
In California.
Okay, yeah,
So,
so we're in LA and San Diego and San Francisco.
yeah, so I'm in San Diego, Orange County.
Oh,
Mainly, I have an office in LA and New York. But yeah, we have
right
to
on.
hook up. So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I figures.
Well, thank you for having me, David. More soon. Be in touch.
Awesome.
Let's be
Great
in
to meet
touch,
you.
please.
Let's do
Yes,
more. Be
for
kind.
sure. Likewise. Peace.
Awesome.
Bye.
She's amazing. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. Radha is amazing. How did I miss her? Oh my goodness, the world is an amazing place. When you are ready, the teacher will come. I guess you came today to visit us. Thank you so much for your genius. Daybreaker.com. Nothing better than practice than joy and happiness. I'm on a mission to empower over 1 billion people to be happy. And Radha is going to help me join her kind membership to practice joy. If you want to start out, just say thank you before you go to bed and when you wake up. It's free, 0.1 seconds, guaranteed to change your life. I promise you. If you want the 5 daily practices that I have, go ahead, David at dmeltzer.com. Reach out, ebook, audiobook. I'll sign a book, send it to you for free. I'll pay for everything. David at dmeltzer.com. Looking for Farrah, not Farrah Fawcett, but Farrah Ali, a real estate investor that had some questions that could help us. I guess everybody's looking to invest in real estate. And hey, Zeus, my savior, welcome. Awesome to have you here, as well as our awesome guests. Farrah is here, says Jakey Bakey. And if I get the right information, it's easier. There she is. Let me get her. Awesome. Farrah Ali at Farrah Ali 7, you can see right now. And I have requested her to join. I don't know where and why it's not letting her join. We'll try it this way. I'll send another request. Broker in Arizona, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Farrah maybe needs to upgrade her IG. I do not know why it won't let her join. Usually it's the IG needs to be upgraded. Jake, can you help Farrah? I'm hitting it, my friend. Let me take a question while you get her on. Here we go. What molded your work ethic? I think who and what. Kids don't listen to their parents, they watch them. And my grandparents, especially my grandfather on my dad's side and my mother, I watched them. So I watched them intently and understood, what work ethic was. And I think when we know our kids are watching us, our grandkids are watching us, it becomes a norm. And this consistent, persistent pursuit of my potential came from, especially a lot of my family, but especially my grandfather and my mother. And I want to thank them because it is a superpower. It is a superpower to have that perspective. And I teach people to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of my potential. So I'm working on it, Farrah. You take your time. We got plenty of questions and plenty of friends here. No pressure. Here we go. David, how do you get a client to trust you in the beginning of a cold call phone sale? First of all, don't lie. Don't oversell. Don't back end sell. Don't manipulate. It's not a matter of getting them to trust you, right? It's a matter of someone who has an open mind. Do not create interferences, void, shortages, and resistance by lying, overselling, back end selling, and cheating them from the start. People can feel your energy. And so moving forward from there, determining, if someone has a closed mind, you can't get them to trust you, especially on a cold call. If someone has an open mind, it's what are you doing to disturb or interfere with that open mind? You have to shift your perspective in the paradigm to have an emotional connection. You need to have credibility. We gain credibility in a new relationship by pursuing the truth and telling the truth, or as close to the truth as we can. So make sure that you're going through your statements, your practice with a fine-tooth comb of credibility to be as honest as possible, to not oversell, back-end sell, lie, manipulate, or cheat. Farrah's having some video difficulties. She's put a note in there. That's okay. Is our friend from Baba Bags here? We'll take It's a Baba Bag first. My friend Fetty. I think you're here, Fetty. Fetty, you here? I can take you next. Let's get some more questions. I want to thank everybody for all the great questions that we're putting in here. How can I make $10,000 a month passively? Tons of different ways. Email me, david@dmeltzer.com. Knowing your timing and risk tolerance, we can find your skills, knowledge, and desire, how they're synergistic, supplementary to what's doing well, what's stable, and what will be doing well in the future. Hey.
Hey, sorry for interrupting for that question. My bad.
No, I hit it, man. So give us a little background on the Baba Bag. I'm a guy who wants to join. I like the Bubby Bag, as you know, my big bag with the Ziploc in it, so you can take things from the cafeteria and the buffet. But the Baba Bag has a bigger cause. It's amazing. I got a couple Baba Bags I've been giving away. Fetty's the CEO, founder of Baba Bags, baba-bags.com. What the heck is a Baba Bag, my boy?
Yeah, well, first off, it's good seeing you again, David. I always appreciate coming on. So Baba Bags, it's a reusable bag business. We're based out of Chicago. I started it in my University of Oklahoma dorm room. Mission is to eliminate single-use plastic bag usage. So it's been already in business for just over 2 years. Have saved an estimated 80,000 plastic bags. But then the second part of our mission is to give back to impactful nonprofits. So kind of the reason why I wanted to come back on was not last week, or not this past weekend, but 2 weekends ago, we launched a new bag. So being from Chicago, wanted to do a local nonprofit. So we had the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation and Action Against Hunger. So wanted to do a local nonprofit just to be more immersed into the local community, but also kind of wanted to try to spin off and kind of do a different version of the bag. So by what I mean, or I guess a different model. So the other two.
You have one there? You have one there you can show me?
So actually I do not. I need that. I should.
They sold out?
Yeah. Or, yes. No, I should be, or I'll send you a photo after. I'll actually send you one.
Nice.
But,
I'm going to be in Chicago. Come to my meetup. I'm going to be 2 meetups in Chicago, one by Gibson Steakhouse on Friday, one on Saturday at the Westin. So anybody in Chicago, come meet me. Show me the bag. I'll show it to everybody else. We'll take some pictures. We'll promote the Baba Bag.
Cool.
For charity.
Yes, yes. So I'll reach out to Jake and we'll get that in. So I love that. But so for these bags, for every 5 bags we sell, we donate a book to Sit Stay Read, which is a nonprofit that goes to schools, Chicago public schools that are struggling with literacy rates. And so first week, donated 30 books. So or we're gonna do a book drop, but the tally is now 30
can I
books.
ship you some books so we can donate my book?
Yes, yes, 100%. Let's do that. Bring some books in Chicago, and we'll have a little exchange.
That'd be awesome. I'd love to donate my books. You just let me know. Then you can donate 2 books for every bag that's sold. I don't care. Let's make it happen.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, let's do that. David, I also have a question for you. So, like as a founder, as a young founder, obviously I'm like really focused on building the Baba Bag brand. But like, I was watching your conversation with Matt Higgins about like content creators and all of that stuff. Like how much emphasis should I also be like putting on like building my own brand and at the same time as building Baba Bag's brand? And then like, what are some ways to build like your personal brand?
Everybody should be building their personal brand. And the way that you do it is you want to look for ambassadors, people that resonate with you, that will tell people, hey, you got to follow, you got to listen to, you got to hire him to speak, his books, you got to buy the Baba bags. Your personal brand is the conduit to everything you're going to do in your life. And it's not going to shrink in its importance over the next decades. So you need to build your personal brand. Part of your personal brand, of course, is being the founder of the Baba Bag. But there's so many other things that you can teach people as a young entrepreneur, a founder of a company, how to raise money, scale a business, brand a business, give back to charity, all the lessons that you're learning to the spectrum of people that want to be you, right? There's a spectrum of people that want to be me, and I have a wider variety of experience because I'm 53 years old. But everybody has a spectrum of people that they now can have access to. And so what you need to do is try to speak your truth, to find your frequency, strengthen that frequency, start identify the spectrum of people that do hone into your frequency, and then practice joy, as we talked about earlier, but practice the 5 daily practices of knowing your what, knowing who can help you and who you can help, knowing how you can get it done with efficiency, effectiveness, and statistical success. Know your now. Learn to prioritize by your values of importance, of your what, your who, and your how. Too many young entrepreneurs, they don't get anything done because they don't do anything now. And 100% of the things you do now get done. And then finally, something you do well already is apply your why. You have a desire that you must be what you can be. You enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. Apply your why to the what, the who, the how, and the now. And if you do that, my friend, if you just get 2 people a year, 2 people, that's all you need, Fetty. How old are you?
23.
23. By the time you're my age, 53, 30 years, go do the math. 2 to the 30th power of exponentiality, right? So 2 times 2 times 2. So every year you're getting 2 people that will get 2 people, tell 2 people they got to buy the Baba bags. They got to listen and follow you and all the things that you're going to do in your career. By the time you're my age, you will have, I think it will come to 1 billion people if you do it close. I know that in 20 years, you'll have 4 million people getting you 4 million, but it goes up another 10 years from there. I think close to 1 billion. So regardless, you'll be one of the most famous 53-year-olds in the world. But most people, they don't practice persistence. They don't practice patience. They try to get all 1 billion people at once, and that resonates
Right.
with no one. Resonates with no one. When you look and search and really hone in and strengthen your frequency, the spectrum of people for those 2, and the clarity of your message, not only will you be huge, but everything that you create and found, from the Baba bag to the Bubby bag to the Boo Boo bag, all of those will have billions of followers as well. Does that sound fair?
That sounds amazing. It once you break it down to just 2 people a year, it seems so much more attainable and just and it's less overwhelming or less, small picture, and then the big picture will come.
Sell through people, not to people, my son. If you're selling
Right.
through, the 2 gets the 2 gets the 2. So sell through them. I look forward to seeing you this week. We'll check
Yes.
you out in Chicago. We'll bring some books. We will donate those books to help the literacy as well. Connected to Goodness. I got Creating the Life You Love with Jack Canfield. We'll make it happen. Check out Baba Bags, especially baba/bags.com, at It's Baba Bags if you're on Instagram. Thank you so much, my buddy. I'll talk to you soon, Fetty.
Yeah, thank you, David. If anyone ever wants to, donate books, collaborate, just message us on It's Baba Bags. Thanks, and see you this week.
Peace. Thank you. Awesome. Check it out. It's Baba Bags. They're so cool, and he's so cool. I love young entrepreneurs. They inspire me. So Justin from Tustin, Justin Wood, thank you. 2 to the 30th is 1,073,000,000 people. Look at my math mind. Not bad. Only off 73 million people. That's 2 ambassadors a year, selling through them to get you 2. That's what I told Gary Vee when I was 50, that by the time I was 70, in 20 years, I'd be one of the most popular 70-year-olds in the world by getting 2 people and selling through them every year. And I've been doing that, and I've been getting exponential results. So I'm far, far ahead from 4 Super Bowls ago than 16 people. And I thank all of you that are here that are proving that. David@dmeltzer.com. If you want to see the segmentation rule, go ahead, reach out to me. How to segment things and exponentially grow with the rule of 72 of Einstein. Go ahead, reach out to me, David@dmeltzer.com. Happy to send you all of that. And my book, ebook, audiobook. I'll sign a book, ship it to you, pay for shipping and the book, and I'll bring them to you if you're in Chicago. We'll be doing a meetup in Chicago and New York this week, so please reach out. All right, Farrah, did we get your stuff fixed, Farrah? Farrah, please comment if you're here. She's trying to fix her video, but we can have her back as well. I'm going to take a couple questions. Oh, there she is. Look how quick. All right, let's try it again. Farrah Ali, 18 years in experienced real estate professional, taking herself from $80,000 a year to a multi-million-dollar portfolio in real estate. Oh my gosh. Hello.
Hi, sorry about that.
No, don't ever say sorry. Always say thank you for your patience.
Yeah, it was actually the first time I'm going live on Instagram, so it needed
You're in the
permission.
famous Hall of Fame now. You went live first with me, so that's very cool.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I am so excited about what you're doing. I'm a huge real estate person myself. My claim to fame, though, is unlike yours. I've lost over $100 million in real estate. So that's my investment to myself of the dummy tax of understanding real estate from commercial to residential, to even a golf course and a ski mountain. But more importantly, your expertise, especially with your book, Diaries of a Female Real Estate Investor, and how that, as a single mom, which I grew up with, went from $80,000 to a multi-million-dollar portfolio yourself. What are some of the biggest mistakes that you talk about, whether it be on the podcast, on Yahoo, Business Insider, all the things that you talk about? What are some of the biggest mistakes that single moms make when they're investing in real estate?
Well, I would say I actually got lucked out where I didn't have to make too many mistakes while I got into real estate investing, because I did end up getting the right education and the right support from the start to begin with. And I think that is really key, is have a mentor that knows what they're doing. And if you do
where were you when I was making all that money?
I
All I had to do is ask for help, and I tell people that all the time. I thought I knew it all. That was a bad mistake, thinking I knew it all.
Yeah, I run into those type of people all the time, actually. But yeah, no, actually going in and kind of just coming in with a clean slate and forgetting kind of like your preconceived notions is, I think, the best way to go. I think that's why I was successful, because I didn't act like I came in knowing anything, because I really didn't. So it's just, kind of being humble and letting it soak in.
And do you I know you mentor so many people yourself now, and you're paying it forward, but do you still have a mentor?
Yes, I do. Yes. Actually, my mentor and I, we have a group of friends that we all became, we're pretty close. So, yeah, I always ask for advice, and you should always have a mentor in any area of expertise, I think, right, that you want to go into.
Who makes more money, you or your mentor?
Of course, my mentor.
Really? Nice. My goal is always to, as a celebrant, and I mentor so many now, my goal is to have all of the people I mentor make more money than me, but it's a vision I have, a dream I have to elevate others, to elevate myself, and that's awesome. So in the book, what are some of the other things that you share experientially with investors in real estate that you see, especially now that the real estate market's so tight, demand is so great, and the real estate market historically always changes. It either is overbought or oversold. What are you preparing people with for right now? The market, in my opinion, is overbought. We're going to have a transition. What are you telling people as far as investment? Where should we be investing in real estate today, or should we not be investing in real estate? And what types of real estate should we be investing in, or when should we invest?
So I'm actually a strong believer in single family homes. I feel like per door, that is the biggest bang for your buck. It's the ROIs are the greatest. And the other, I would say, the other reason is because with single family homes, the quality pool of tenants is better than apartments, things like that. So I actually have longer term tenants in single family homes. I mean, think about it, when you have a family, you have kids going to school, they're kind of staying there 4, 5, 6 years, and that's less turnover. So that's big for me. So all of mine, except for maybe one, is a single family home. I currently own 38 single family homes. And then as far as the market today, I've actually done more deals. It sounds crazy, but I've done more deals in the past year during COVID than I have in the past. And that's because while everybody's kind of like, oh, the price is too high and all that, it is true. The price is too high on the market. But if you learn how to do real estate the right way, there's a lot of off-market opportunities out there. And people who know that they haven't been paying, that are going to go into foreclosure down the road, are looking for people to come in and just kind of take over. And they're willing to move to, apartments or houses that are more affordable for them.
Yeah, it's so smart, right? And that's I think the biggest lesson is that, people just look at the surface at what's going on, but there's huge opportunity right now. And that's where I'm finding the opportunity with people that do want to save their credit, do want to save their house, and are looking for people to come in and help them. And they're, just not in a position to do anything else other than have someone come in off market. And then there's also the side of, I like single home residential as well, in certain areas where you also can utilize VRBO or Airbnb, and historically already see properties in the areas of what their income is, because it's very public on those sites on how rented and how much they're getting. You can reverse engineer. Last question real quick. I've been in real estate a long time, and we started the show with, cobbler's kids have no shoes. And in real estate, that's the way I feel, that I've helped so many people and haven't followed my own rules. Two of them are: one, know your timing and risk tolerance before you buy a property. But two, you buy a payment, not a price. And, when it comes to single residential homes, interest rates are so low that a lot of people forget they're buying a payment, not a price, especially if you're renting it out, because that's where your margins lie. And historically, the tax benefits, I'm a lawyer, our whole basis of our entire tax and law system is based on protecting the landowner. So you have so many advantages when it comes to buying single family homes. How do you look at price versus payment?
Well, the way that I invest, and I want to kind of take this back so that you fully understand, is that we invest with basically no money invested in the deal. So when you buy your property, you buy it, you're making money at the buy. So we buy distressed homes. We're not buying retail. We buy distressed homes, and then we rehab it, right? And then it appraises. So for example, if I buy something for $60,000 and I put $40,000 into it, that's $100 all in, maybe 105 with finance costs and all of that. And then it appraises for 160, 165, 170. So when I go refinance it, I have no money stuck in the deal.
Right. And you got your money out tax free. The profit's tax free.
Yes, it's all tax free. And then on top of it, I'm getting net income, $500, $600, $700 every month without really much money invested. Sometimes you might have a couple $1,000s stuck here and there, but you know, it's for people who don't have a lot of cash. This, I mean, I came with nothing. If you read my book, Diaries of a Female Real Estate Investor, I actually had no savings, no money at all, and I built my way up to it. So it's
Yeah.
it's a
And just to
strategy.
encourage people that, I love the math of real estate, and there's so many opportunities and strategies to utilize right now with the market being on fire. Like you said, the cream rises to the top when things are competitive. And I find the best real estate people make the most money during the most competitive times because those people that are pretenders, are the ones that really fail because they've always had the easy listings, and now you have to actually work and do the math. And I encourage everyone to follow Farrah and to look for her at Farrah Ali 7, and also read her book. Incredible insight, as you can see. It's not rocket science. It's a matter of consistent, persistent behavior. You got to do the work. You got to find the properties, the right ones, and be able to assess, how much of the risk you're mitigating on the upgrades. But like you said, how many properties do you own now?
38.
And approximately what's your monthly passive income?
It's about do the math. It's like $500 per door.
There you go. Just good estimates per property. So
yeah.
it's a nice living and a great way to do it. And for a single mom, I tip my hat. I grew up, my single mom raised 6 kids, 5 boys and a girl. So worked 2 jobs. I wish you would have got into real estate and done what you've done. It would have been a lot easier for her. So congratulations. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for the insight.
Thank you so much.
Take care, Farrah.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye. Her very first IG, she's killing it. What a great strategy. Look, money can be made everywhere. And Farrah is amazing, as Lori, my lady, says there. Poseidon, good to see you. Colleen's in the house. What is today? Talk About Tuesday. We're going to talk about all kinds of things. Baba bags, real estate, and kindness, all in the same place. David at dmeltzer.com if you want the daily practices in my book, ebook, audiobook. If you want me to sign a book and send it to you and pay for shipping, I'll pay for it all. Just go ahead, reach out. All right, let's take another question here as we move into here. I got to answer this one. Where and what is the best taco restaurant in Southern California? Taco Fiesta on B Street in San Diego is my favorite. It's amazing. Best in Southern California. Little hole in the wall. They chain linked off the parking lot so you could put some tables there and eat outside as well. Joyous start to the day. That's right, Blaine. You're on a mission, my friend. What do you tell yourself to overcome a sense of feeling of fear? I don't tell myself anything. What I do is identify the triggers of fear. When I identify it, I don't resist it or fight it or oversell it, back and sell it, lie to it, manipulate or cheat it. I stop. I see the fear and I stop when I identify all the needs that trigger me to be right, offended, separate, inferior, superior, anxious, frustrated, angry, guilty. All of those feelings. And then I know the trigger, I identify it, I stop, I breathe, I get to center, and then I go back to and remind, recollect, and remember the daily practices. What do I want today? Who can help me? Who can I help? How can I get this done? What should I be doing now? Prioritized by my what, my who, and my how. And then I apply my why. I roll in the right direction, as Colleen put there. When you are in fear, that means that you are an ego-based consciousness. Your mind, your body, and soul are on fire. You got to stop, drop, and roll when you're on fire. Thank you, everyone, so much. It's Talk About Tuesday. Bonnie, good to see you there. Thank you very much. Email me if you need anything. All the templates that I offer in my books, David at dmeltzer.com. Also, you can join my text community. It's pinned right here, 949-298-2905, 949-298-2905. Follow me, join me. I am here. Looking forward to working with you. Hugo, great to see you as well. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Radha, Farrah, and Fetty, great day. Most importantly, everyone, as my friend Radha would say too, be kind to your future self and do good deeds. Let's give everybody a dose. Thanks so much.